Okay, thank you, everyone. It's the start of the business week for many African markets, including Nigeria, after 2 days Muslim holiday. The markets closed on Tuesday in Nigeria, in Egypt, Morocco, Tunisia. Most of the North African markets are closed for the Muslim holidays. But the Nairobi stock market opened on Tuesday, moved up 0.6%. The GSE jumped 1.5%, 89,950. The BIVM in Cote d'Ivoire was open Tuesday, up by 0.25%. The rest of the markets in the region will be opening today. We expect Egypt, Morocco, and Tunisia most likely to stay closed until tomorrow, Thursday, the second to the final day of the week. So let's just move on and check to some of the big stories we're following this Wednesday. Is a big day. It's called the Liberation Day by President Trump. So everyone's bracing for impact as we expect the President Trump to later unveil what the full specter of his tariffs against his key trade partners will look like. In the meantime, Tulu Oil says it's writing off about 19 billion shillings in Kenya's Turkana crude oil plan, been packing things up. Horticulture exports in Ethiopia raked in about $366 million in 8 months. That's quite a chunk, as the central bank on Tuesday conducted the second FX auction of the year, selling the birr at 131.70 to the dollar to about 12 banks in the country. The buyers up roughly 3% on that auction. And African Originals, which is a cedar making company based in Kenya, says it's raising $2 million in hybrid equity and debt to spur more consumer demand of its products in the country. And Cameroon is targeting 6.5 million new power connections under the EFDB's Mission 300, which was unveiled in January at the inaugural President's African Energy Summit in Dar es Salaam in Tanzania. Let's move on. Nigeria's president over the holiday sacked the entire board of the State Oil Corporation, the NNPC Limited, and appointed a new board. The new CEO will be replacing Mele Kyari. We have a new CEO at the NNPC. Ojulari will be a former CEO at the Shell Nigeria, will be heading the new team. He's also rejigged the entire board, as it were. So keep those data in mind. We'll see a new horizon for the NNPC. The president charged the new board of the NNPC to bring back the level of NNPC's share of available oil for refining locally from to 200,000 barrels per day, and move that up to 500,000 barrels per day over the next few years. Nigeria's Sovereign Investment Authority says it closed full year 2024 with a total comprehensive income of 1.89 trillion naira. That's according to the latest financials released over the holiday period by the Sovereign Investment Agency. And the central bank also reported yesterday, 1st of April, that Nigeria's net FX reserves in cash, as it were, FX net position was about $23.1 billion at the end of 2024. Is a data that's been awaited by everyone on the street, but from the financial regulator. And West Africa Development Banks has approved nearly $50 million for Air Cote d'Ivoire, to buy a new Airbus that will help keep that iconic airline in West Africa up in the skies. In Mali, Tubani and the military authorities said they've reached a deal for that major Kobada gold mine under the new mining law that the military authorities put in place. The deal with Barrick Gold has also been secured just a few weeks ago. In the meantime, Mali, Burkina Faso, and Niger Republic says they're imposing 0.6% levy on imported goods into those countries within the northern corridor of the West African region. Those are the headlines in West Africa. Let's take it down to Southern Africa. A big deal for South Africa. Will there be a deal or no deal for President Ramaphosa's new budget today? We're keeping an eye on that in South Africa. We got quite a number of earnings within the Southern African region, but the big news out of Bloomberg this morning is that ABSA is looking to open Dubai office. As we see further investment in Africa from the Gulf region, other banks such as Nigeria's UBA have also opened shop in Dubai, Dubai financial markets, to be part of that increased investments in sub-Saharan Africa through the biggest market in the Gulf region, and that's what Dubai represents. Botswana says he's looking at the boosted energy cooperation with Mozambique, which is a neighbor within that region. Air Mauritius in aviation business says he's converting about 8 billion of this local currency debt to equity, which is clearing the airline for a comeback. And Zimbabwe reporting mixed data as we see the new week go into the midway. Gold revenue dipped for 3 straight months. That's no good news for Zimbabwe, despite a record price in bullion prices, $3,111 an ounce this morning. That's at the spot market. Future prices more than that, trading about $3,135 an ounce. Trade deficit by Zimbabwe reported at $217.7 million at the end of February because of exports down by about 27%. And Dairy Bond says his full year 2024 profit came in at $3.7 million US dollars. 83% of his milk sales in Zimbabwe was in US dollars. Quite a very positive numbers from that company listed on the Zimbabwe Stock Exchange. What else do I have in North Africa? That's I'm going to wrap it up this morning. Morocco. Is stock exchange, the Casablanca stock market, reporting a very robust first quarter, January to March, according to latest data, up around 20% in the first quarter. And Townwell Communications says it's mobilizing $4.75 billion in total financing, as that was done for full year 2024. Tunis Telecom has become the first to launch 5G in North Africa, and congratulations to the Tunisian telecommunication company. And finally, Egypt says it's fast-tracking pharmaceutical industry development in state-owned enterprises. As we see, Donald Trump also expanding his tariffs on pharmaceutical products. Everyone's looking for how to get his own pharmaceutical products in place. Those are some of the headlines. Let's get the new week started. That's your opening bell. The week, just about 2 more sessions to go. Let's keep an eye on all of that as we stick with Frontier Opening Bell. Have a great day, everyone.